Alright friends, what's up? Welcome back to Battle Brothers. It is Sunday morning, I've just woken up, had my first coffee of the day. Feeling keen for Battle Brothers. Just wish I had fiber so I could stream. It would have been so great to just sit and stream the whole fucking day. Oh well, soon hopefully. April-ish is the quote I've been given of when fiber should be getting installed, but you never know here in Africa. It's so hard to find reliable people and companies. But you can rest assured, as soon as I'm able to start streaming again, I will. I do have some concerns about whether it's going to be a decent enough stream that's even worth watching, given that I'm streaming from South Africa. I know lag's going to be an issue. But at least most of the games I play don't really rely too much on latency, so there is that. That being said, God, I miss Paragon. I miss playing Paragon. I fucking love that game. Bread and dried fruit. We're almost there. I mean, that's another 1,500 gold there worth of salt. So we need probably like another 500 to 1,000. Pay us more to find Fallen Keep, somewhere to the, not far to the northwest, grasslands. I only take this because I happen to know that there are like there's a fallen hut or something else around there that I wouldn't mind clearing out now. Oh no, that's way further off than I realized. Okay. Cool, found it, easy. Ooh. And some cheeky undead. This could be a good time to see where we're at with our ability to fight geists. So I mean, the thing is, we've only got the one really, the troop ability though. My sergeant, I haven't taken any of the troops yet because his resolve is still so low. 62, 68, 46. 65, 49 and 46 resolve. Didn't realize Eisenbard was so low with his resolve, but I suppose, I mean, yeah, I haven't given him fortified mind yet. Well, anyway, so 46 and 49 plus 10, they get 10% of that. It's only, I say only a few geists, and the rest of them are just regular old zombies. So yes, sure, this is a risk. But I'm hoping that this will be a decent measurement for where we're at in terms of our strength. I think I actually want the DK Junior. There's 67 accuracy, but Sir Chubrak's got 67. It's Balloonsky who's got the lower levels. Defrosty was 69, 67 on Legu. It's only one or two geists. Yeah, and they're running away. I'm hoping to notice a difference in the amount of times our guys actually get fearful. Because we're sitting on average 15 resolve higher than we were on last campaign, on all of our guys. Let's take the high ground here. That's 3 of them. Okay, that's more than I thought. I was thinking for maybe 2, but alright. My favorite enemies to fight. Zombies. Tactically, this isn't going to be that difficult. We're just going to blast straight through the normal Wiedergangers and try to get our hands on the geists. But the main thing is I want to see them scream at us and see if we have any luck resolving the screams. Resisting. Hold the line, men. Let them get a bit closer. going to feel really good getting up at the 7,500 gold, because not only can we get the extra inventory space, it's going to hopefully make the event from our cavalry hands proc to give us even more inventory space. I then feel like, money-wise, we can start sprinting for heavy armor. Or we can keep fishing for hunters. I think we're going to do that. And we can also start spending a lot more money on dogs. I want like 4 dogs on the front line at least. So I can try and get around him. But no, let's just go straight through these fucks. They're just a regular old Wiedergangers. Unlucky DK. Okay, that's interesting. So an enemy that is dazed can still attack. And 30 melee skill, that it isn't that much lower. So I'm still learning about how dazed works. First Wraith, first Geist kill of the campaign goes to Eisenbart. Sehr gut, Eisenbart. Oh, thank you, zombie. That helps. Okay, come the screams. Okay, didn't go straight to Shattered, and fully resisted. What can I justify eliminating out of my normal leveling order to give guys Steel Brow and Fortified Mind? I think it's got to be Colossus, actually. I think I've got to be more willing to have the guys have lower hit point values. Because how often are my lads dying to hit points when they still have armor up? It's almost never. And in a super long campaign, when your brothers are getting up to like level 20s and 30s, you can patch up the hit points there. That's definitely something I'll try my next campaign. Even if someone has low hit points, we'll try get around it some other way. See, so 49 resolve, leveled up, plus Fortified Mind gives him the 65 that I want. Well, I'll get back for it at some point, but as a Mace Master now, I really want Berserk. Nice. Okay, so that's 3 people now with Berserk. 4 with Berserk. I really want to get someone else on the outside flank. Probably Stone Dog. On the next level, we can take. There needs to be someone like actually one of the fodders, like DK Jr. If he takes Underdog on the next level, then he'd be a perfect candidate for going to the outside flank, and then we can give him Shield Expert, which allows Mersault to not have to be in contact with so many guys and let him go to work with that two-handed mace. William King is getting there. 65 at level 4. Okay, it's pretty good. Come on, patrol mission. Large band of orcs. Sorry, we can't take on camped orcs just yet. We need that armor, yo. If we head south down to Krakenland, we might be able to get up to the 7,500 gold mark. Especially if Thunstetten has some trade goods for us. Ah, no, I see their dye works is still destroyed. could probably flip that wine for a profit. Yeah, I mean, I'm buying it for less than it's worth. The ale as well. What is this? Secure the ruined dye maker. Perfect. And then once we escort the men out there, that'll get it repaired. This is a mission type that I actually really, really like. Brigands, campfire, dye maker. Okay, lots of thugs and a few war dogs. No, bless. I really don't like killing dogs. Says, oh, what a badass. Ooh. Welcome to the party, William King. With those 2 headshots, I think they might have been. Hits Brigand Thug. Okay, it doesn't say where it hit. King indeed. You ain't got quick hands yet, do you, Stone Dog? No. Sorry, doggy. Ah! Oh, God, I can't bear to. Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. Oh, no. So what was that to hit chance? That must have been super low. 5%. Fuck yeah. One type of playthrough that I might be interested in trying, especially when the DLC comes out and I'm able to use the Peasant Horde, is using tanks on the front line, because I've never been a big fan of tanks. I've always preferred damage over survivability, but if you're able to get the extra size or warband size on the field, I can, well, I mean, the set's 18. I can see myself hypothetically going for 9 tanks up front, and that's a very long front line, so you're not going to be getting surrounded all that long, and then all of your damage comes from the back line. Whether it's archers, crossbowmen, thrown weapon users, pole arm users, all that type of stuff. Could be interesting. But that being said, I can really see myself trying the cultist background first when the DLC comes out. I'm a long-time follower of Dovcool, and I'm keen to make many sacrifices for my dark god. It's almost tempting to think about on the new DLC whether I can have multiple warbands running at once, but I think it's going to get very confusing. It's going to be interesting to see which of the backgrounds all the various streamers out there, streamers and YouTubers, tend to go for. Like in terms of the narrative, you know, like how telling the story works, the Lone Wolf one would kind of fit the most. And I have a suspicion that your Northern Raider background, what's this? Run down by lightning, yada yada yada. Where you start with the 3 Vikings and everyone hates you. I can kind of see how that might be the most entertaining because it's the most difficult start. 402, we'll take that. Three, 4, 5, 6. Junk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're almost there. Trade goods, not so much. I suppose that. Oh, look at that. We make a profit off of this. Bought for 100. That's 30 gold there. Just 500 more. We could always pick up more flails. But no. 900 is more than I want to pay for a falcon, especially when I'm trying to complete a mission. Do that to Dietmar. Friedewald. I don't want to head to Friedewald just yet. I want to get my money first. Escort to Kochendorf. That's just up the road. And what is this? Follow the tracks, return the thing. Fine. Doesn't pay very well, but anyway. And mentally, I'm trying to get myself to sort of be prepared to just spend 90 gold every time I hit a city and just pay for the rounds of drinks. We're no longer in the fighting desperately for making every payday type of stage. A few marksmen, a few poachers, and lots of thugs. Let's actually make this a nighttime fight. Looks not worth it just yet. Lots of thugs, few poachers, few marksmen. And the beauty of nighttime, they still feel they need to run towards us. Shit, that marksman does have a crossbow. They are just thugs, but in any case, I want to try to avoid any damage where I can. Oh, there's two marksmen there. Hunter's bow there. Okay, he has an exception. I'm actually hidden from these archers by this bush. So Mersault fucking misses 79. Damn it. And I could get a kill there. But no. Shield up. Thank you. Nice. Oh, good shot. It's not going to be long before Cesar has enough levels to get Battle Fury, or the increased damage after a kill perk. Which I think is well worth taking on an archer. They're going to be getting a lot of kills. You motherfucker, brigand thug. You're only making it worse for yourself. Just lie down and die. Ow. I'm gonna get up here and help Mersault. Cesar. 86. It's not bad. Off with his head, says Legue. Tough cool smiles upon your sacrifice, Legue. Oh, whoopsie, I could have sworn that was Tubrick. Right, Clint. For fuck's sakes, boys. You... Kill him. Kill them all! What I like about that Rondel, against these lower level enemies, he doesn't even have to use armor stab. I mean, of course it's puncture, I mean, it's the best, but just the, you know, consistent damage from that Rondel is nothing to be sniffed at. Nice! In our previous campaign, I was even lucky enough to get my hands on a legendary dagger. I think it had 30 minimum damage at a 30 to 40. It was insane. For a while I've been toying with the idea of getting crippling strikes on my Dagger Master. The idea being that, I mean, you injure most of the raiders that you fight and humans that you fight, but you aren't able to injure orcs. And I'm wondering whether crippling strikes will reliably make orcs injurable. But honestly, I'm skeptical as to whether they can as well. I believe orcs, warriors, run around with about 300 hit points. It's the problem with Balloonsky as a fodder. He just doesn't have the stars in melee defense. He could be a decent pikeman because, I mean, with all this range defense, he doesn't have to have a shield out. He can stay on the back line and just do loads of work. But the problem is I don't use pikemen against enemy archers. So his star distribution is just really unfortunate. Well, he's still a solid brother for replacing someone who needs to be, you know, helped out. It's a Tuberk. Oh, yes. That's actually a minimum roll with that star distribution, so we'll take that. Okay, his hit points are 9. I'm happy where they are now. I think let's give him the flail specialization as well. Now we are raider hunters. Better fucking believe that. Less damage inflicted. Has everyone got a dagger who needs a dagger? I believe so. Oh, wait, that's no good. Actually, Eisenbart could be a decent candidate for carrying support items. I mean, he doesn't need any other weapon than that. So with quick hands, he can quick hands a throwing net out, but I don't know if it's worth sinking a perk point just to be able to switch to a throwing net. Especially because switching costs 4 AP, that leaves him with 5, so he can still attack once with the Rondel Dagger. Yeah, switch to it is 4, throw it is 4. Actually, poisoned oil works pretty damn well with Dagger Masters because of how many times they attack. And you know what? We've got flail experts. And if I give them the 3-headed flail, I wonder then if that's going to triple apply poisoned oil if you hit with all 3. I doubt it, because that would be fucking OP. That is something we need to test, though. Theoretically, if you attack twice and hit all 6, that's 6 stacks of poison oil. I also suspect that the real value of our flail guys, even if they don't do much on the outside flank standing by themselves with a 2-handed flail, is we give them the morale breaking perk and give them those 3-headed flails. Yeah, boys, there's that cash money. If it's less than 100, I think I'll pick one up. The big question then is, who do I give it to, you know? I will probably hang on to that one. I know I'm fighting a bunch of raiders. Is there a temple here? There is. It's just given us what we needed, so... Deliver to Friedewald. Okay, we might have to wait a bit. I want it. Yeah, there you go. So camping makes it proc. Gets excellent. Well done, lads. Okay, chaps, the hunt for hunters continues. So the next hunter we get and the next Fletcher we get are hopefully going to be highly ranged, skilled. That's weird, just footprints with nothing. Highly skilled ninjas, throwing weapon specialists. I do know that technically I would be better off with just 4 dedicated archers. No, he's the coward, he's not going to be any good. But we're going to try the archers. We're going to try the ninjas. I mean, so in what type of fight would I most need 4 dedicated archers? I think it's when you're fighting an enemy raider or marksman swarm. What is this? Hunt down with terrorizers for 3 skulls? Fuck yeah. See if we can't get a tip as well. Guzzler's Hideaway. Maybe someone should tell you more. Come on, I hope this is a big wolf swarm. I want wolf pelts. So let's hope first Friedevold company will hang around as well. I don't see that. I hate when they disappear. Oh, 20 webnecks. Easy. We regularly fight more than that. I really need another boar spear. I actually don't mind fighting them in the trees. Helps us bottleneck them. Okay, but we didn't get a particularly useful map though. Actually, no, there's bottlenecks there, that could be helpful. This type of fight's another reason why I'd want mass dogs, because in this situation, if I had dogs in the back line, you move 2 squares that way, drop a dog, they'll run towards the eggs behind you. Good shooting, that was a headshot. Okay, Mercelt, this is up to you. 85 melee accuracy, height advantage, so 95 minus their inbuilt defense. You should be swinging at 85s. So no pressure, and fuck this up. Okay, so they actually headed around. I would have thought that those spiders would have done what this one's doing and jump over their friend. God damn it, DK Jr. I'm gonna bleed to death. He probably will. Ah, Balloonski, you're a fucking liability. That's why I put you on the back lines. Says I was like, oh, I gotta deal with this shit. Already, Clout McDowd's got your back, literally. So I wonder how many spiders we've killed in the last 3 or 4 missions. It's 19, 22, 22, and now 22 again. We are not going to be short of poisoned oil, I can tell you that much. I think we may as well break formation at this point. Just kill whatever we can as quick as we can. The fact that they're bottlenecking like this is making it a lot easier to manage. Mercel, I think just grab a breather. Yeah, especially because that spider can get into contact with Stone Dog anyway. You see how much terrain matters? It makes such a difference. If you choose the terrain correctly and you make sure you have the right weapons out for every weapon type, it makes things so much more manageable. More usefulness to rotation. So I've said it before, but I'll say it again. You lads have completely convinced me of the superiority of rotation. In previous playthroughs, I've favoured having just one or two guys with rotation on the back lines, and then the front line tending to take footwork, which I quite liked how it allowed my greatsword users, my Zweihanders, to get into position to use split and swing. But no, you guys are absolutely right when it comes to rotation on everybody. It's far more useful. Well, it's more reliable, I should say, which makes it more useful. It makes us less able to take out ghasts with his footwork to get into position, but as long as everyone has a dog, you should be able to put a dog down into where you would have put yourself. Oh, I was hoping for a morale break there. Loderak, just kind of hang towards the south of the formation. There should still be some more of these nerds coming up that way. Damn it. No spider can stand before us. Except for that one. That one can stand before us. Didn't even see that one. It was indistinguishable from the corpses. Cheeky little bastard. As you can see, footwork certainly does still have its place, though. Just on the archers. Trying to think, like, if you think of how strong spider silk is, imagine how strong it would be from a spider like that, comparatively that big. If there was a spider like the size of a large dog, how freaking unbreakable that spider web would be. Although actually, it wouldn't be a straight exponential increase in strength. I think because of the way the physics works, its strength is relative because of how small the creature is and how small the creatures trying to get out are. But still. Spider silk is, you know. Actually, I don't know now. Would it be much stronger if you just scale it up? I don't think so. Like if you had spider silk, the thickness of like your average nylon rope. I suspect it wouldn't be that strong. We were stretchy as all hell. Well fought, men. We are becoming quite practiced at killing large groups of spiders. We need to find a taxidermist to make us some more poison. Easiest 1430 we've made in a while. Come on, hunters, where are you? Hello, lads. Just the giant. I'm not even going to try him out. Leonard, welcome. Okay, I'm even afraid to look. Let's pray they have ranged stars. Ugh. Unbelievably though, this guy would be a fucking superstar for the front lines. I worry about poor Clout McDowd. Because if you thought Clout McDowd was going to be good, this dude would be a fucking stunning sergeant. He's determined. He's got huge fatigue. His hit points are already where I need them to be. Well, if assuming I take Colossus. He's got 2 stars in Resolve, whereas Clout started with also got 2. Well, that's a question then. How... If his morale is going to be not substantially higher than Clout's, then it's not worth making him the sergeant. Okay, so let's see. Resolve, 2 stars is 4. He's going to roll 4 every level. So plus 44, so that's 85 at level 11. So even though his resolve is nice, I think this is a frontline raider. We make him a hammer raider. He's going to have huge fatigue. It'll be quite easy to get his resolve up, but I'm going to have to throw a lot of points into melee defense. Where's my name list? Welcome, new lad. Completely was next in line. No. Completely. And I should point out that Arnar and Prinny Brother, I've got you guys on the veterans list. And then I've added Sparrow 4 to the new boy list. But now we're getting a lot of brothers here, and it's starting to get a bit tricky. Like, who am I going to have on the front line in any given mission? It does also mean that my fodder guys are going to keep falling further and further below in the importance. Alright, that was pointless. Okay. So, Clint, how long till you healed by tomorrow? Next? Oh, for fuck's sake. Just the Giant is swift and huge. That's gigantic fatigue and hit points, but I simply don't need another fodder. With 57 ranged skill, and no, so he's going to roll 2 to 4 every level on ranged skill. Let's call it 33. So that's actually 90. That's actually good enough for me. That's good enough for a ninja, certainly, at level 11. Just the ninja. Red shirt. Welcome. So we're going to have to start running with a 5 up front, 7 at the back setup for a little while. Because of these new lads coming in. Mace Master, Flail Raider, Fodder, Dagger, Mace. The group is starting to take shape now, actually, with what I want eventually. So this is what it's going to look like at the end. Well, once we have all 7. The Fodder won't be there. There'll be a Flail Raider on the outside flank. Mace Master towards the center, Hammer Raider, so flail, space, hammer, mace, dagger, mace, hammer, space, flail. That's what the front will look like. And then it'll be sergeant, archer, archer, ninja, ninja. Eventually, that's what it'll look like. Hammer Raider. But now, who do I want on the flank there? I need someone who has underdog. Salt will hold that flank, and then one of these lads. I think Lodorak's our best bet. He's a defensive genius so far. Balloonsky. DK Jr. and DeFrosty. Okay, so this is actually fine. We've got the 2 fodders in reserve to switch out guys when they get injured. And I've got my 2 shield breakers here when I don't want my low-level archers in the fight. I might actually spring for another long axe so that DeFrosty can have a long axe to use. Wait, did I get rid of that fodder guy? I think I did, yeah. Well, that's the risk you take when you hire hunters. And we can't afford to hire these guys now. We're almost where we need it to be. We've got one... I've got, let's say, I've got the 2 mace users that I need. I've got the 2 flails that I need. I've got the dagger that I need. I've got the 1 hammer raider, so we need another guy who's going to be a hammer raider. Another guy with considerable melee skill and fatigue. At which point Lodorak drops into reserve, and then we have what we need. Well, that's nice and cheap. Give me those tools. Okay, money, money, money. I want to see if I can't quickly do this. That's a delivery. Where to? Mayerwick. No, thanks. Perfect. In fact, I can ask for more. 67 times 30 plus 450. Nice, that's a good payday. And I happen to know exactly where I want to go. We won't do these poisoned oils just yet. After this mission, we'll do this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Give us a tip. Troll 2, Hohenfest, and then we're going to clear out Abode of the Night, Mossy Shelter, and Crow's Nest. Maybe not clear out Abode of the Night, but hopefully we'll find some zombies there. A few marksmen, some brooches, no thanks, not worth it. Besting orcs could be doable. An even bigger cart, no. 10,000, no. Okay, orcs is the one to do then. That's doable. I think we've already found a few small caves. I've got to find a few more though. Yeah, that's one. That's two. These are big camps, but I'm pretty sure we should be able to find 2 more orc caves, and then that's this ambition done. Oh shit, what was that? Didn't get to see what that was. Fucking huge group of raiders. This sucks. Okay, but I've already gone over the time limit for this episode, so we'll end it here. When we come back, we'll jump straight back into this battle. This is so not ideal. And I've got a bunch of level 1s, and we're surrounded, so we can't flee. We have to stand and fight. Ugh. Okay, friends, thanks for watching. I'm still 149. This is Battle Brothers. Duff Cool's chosen. We're in for a rough fight here. Catch you next time.